This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. But for more great stuff today we're doing something that I enjoy. It's the anniversary shows. And yesterday was the 15-year anniversary of No Way Out 2005. It went down on February 20th from the Mellon Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It drew 9,500 fans, did about 240,000 buys on pay-per-view, which ended up being the second lowest in 2005, behind No Mercy in October. This is, in fact, the seventh No Way Out pay-per-view. It is a SmackDown branded event. There's two main events on this show, one of which is very interesting. It's a barbed wire cage match for the WWE title. It's JBL defending against Big Show there. And then we also get the hometown boy, Kurt Angle, against John Cena. We're coming off the Royal Rumble where we saw Batista win it. Of course, Vince would tear both quads on his incident getting into the ring. Of course, the finish didn't go exactly as planned. Briefly tell everybody about the chairman and his quad injury.
Oh, God. Yeah, it was supposed to be a John Cena elimination with Batista winning the Rumble. And when they went for the spot, whatever happened, Dave lost his balance and both Cena and Batista came out at the same time. No, it wasn't supposed to happen, folks. And that wasn't the planned finish. And it was a bit of a screw up there, but thank God, at least it was close. You know what I mean? It looked like they both hit at the same time. And as we're all going, fuck, we're talking about what we're going to do before you know it, Vince is out the curtain and Vince is storming down to the ring. And when Vince went to slide into the ring, he tore his quad and he went to get up and he couldn't get up because his quad wasn't there. I mean, he was screwed. And Vince restarted the match. Batista got rid of Cena and what have you, and they helped Vince to the back, but he was very adamant about not being helped too much. And at that time, you know, as he wasn't being helped too much, he tore his other quad. And very interesting night, to say the least.
Yeah, it sounds like a horrific night. We've covered that one a few different times. Let's talk a little bit about Vince. This has got to be, you know, you're talking about how you're burnt out. This has got to be one of the worst times of his life because now, because of this torn quad injury, you know, a couple things have to change. He can't be around these wrestling events that are the centerpiece of his life and business, personally, professionally, etc. And B, he can't work out. And what we've heard about Vince is that he is just a freak when it comes to that, to the point where sometimes when you guys land in the middle of the morning or middle of the night, he still wants to go straight to the gym to train before he does anything else. How off his rocker was Vince in this era where he can't go to shows and he can't go work out? He had to just be going crazy in his house, right?
Yes and no. I mean, when you say can't work out, Vince was probably working out his upper body harder than he ever had in his life during this time. However, his favorite body part is his legs. He loves to work legs. Didn't get the memo from Hawk and Randy Savage. It's an upper body business. So he was working out harder, and contrary to what people thought, he was involved and he was out there and recovered, did everything that I would advise against doing, but probably recovered 4 months ahead of projections.
Wow.
Just by, you know, again, he did a different type of rehab and he religiously did it, and he got in there and he did everything that he had to do so that he would get back. And I don't think that it wasn't even, God, a month before he was back on the road.
Was there a concern of his just because he's always been jacked and he's always, you know, presented himself a certain way? Was it a concern of his to, because we've heard like, never sell it, that type of thing, very macho machismo. Was there a part of him that's sort of old school and I don't want anybody to see me in a wheelchair, I don't want anybody to see me with a walker, that type of thing?
No, I think it's just more of I think that's the persona. I think that that's what a lot of people think and want to believe. Vince is just one of those guys that is going to do whatever he can to get beyond that. And he did do that in this situation where it was like, holy fuck, you're back. So in that regard, yeah, he's crazy and has a work ethic that is unmatched in that regard, so that his rehab matched the work ethic of everything else that he did, where he was religious and doing everything that he could. If it meant doing one thing extra, he would do two things extra just to get back to where he wanted to be. And that was, out amongst everybody. So
no surprise with that. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.